No wall here.
Oh, this is what I wanted to show. Because you see over here that there's no wall. And yet the schach extends. The schach extends. And it's kosher. The reason why it's kosher is because it's in Psala Yoitze that when the schach comes out, even though the area that you're under, seemingly you're not in a sukkah, because you look right, you look left, you have no walls. But because it came from an area with walls, that area gets the kashrus of the sukkah. So we pick it up on the very bottom of Dalet Amud Aleph. I apologize that the video is having a little bit of issues over here. The very bottom of Dalet Amud Aleph. And we began yesterday discussing the case of the chekak.
Drink?
Water is perfect. Water is perfect. Yeah, you have to go into it. Yeah, just give me fresca. Fresca is fine. Fresca is fine. So it's anything, any liquid. So we discussed the case of a chekak. Okay, we're on the very bottom of Dalet Amud Aleph. Very bottom of Dalet Amud Aleph. Perfect. Thank you very much. Well, what the plan right now is, just to give everyone the plan, it's Thursday night. I would like to go a drop further, literally another 5-6 lines further, maybe a drop more, and then I'm going to stop. I want to go back and then do a chazara of the whole Amud. That's the plan for the evening in the next 20 minutes. So, Haisa Pechusa Meyut Tvachim. Chaver Dalet Amud Aleph, 2 lines from the bottom. So we have a sukkah that is less than 10 Tvachim tall. So what do? The reverse of the previous cases. The previous cases it was too tall. So what do you do when it's too tall? You build a platform to lower the schach. Over here, it's too short. What do you do if it's too short? You dig underground to make it kosher. So 3 lines from the bottom, Dalet Amud Aleph, Haisa Pechusa Meyut Tvach. It's less than 10 Tvachim. V'chakak ba k'dei lashlim l'asara. So you dig down to be mashlamit, to complete it to 10 Tvachim. But the area that you dug down, you didn't dig down the whole sukkah, you dug down one portion, similar to the fact that we built a platform on one portion. I'm not going to try to show them the picture because the depth is very hard to see. But you can see over here, you dug down. That's the point. Actually, I feel like they made it too complicated. This picture is actually easier. This picture I could show. This picture is much easier. They made a hole. Yeah, I don't know why it's not.
Zooming in.
For some reason, it's staying blurry. Technology today is not working. But you see that there's a hole. That's the point. Yeah, this one's easy. You made a hole. So says the Gemara, which we finished off yesterday, if from the edge of the hole, you know what? Clever. This is the easiest visual we have. See this tissue box? This is the floor of a sukkah. You see this hole? You dug down. So right here, in the center of your sukkah, you can have 10 Tvachim. But around here, you don't. So now, from the edge of the hole until the walls, it's how much? So we would have thought, Dalet Amos. Says the Gemara, Gimel Tvachim. Em yesh misvas hachakak ula kaisel, Gimel Tvachim, Psula. V'em la, Pachas me Gimel Tvachim, as we turn over to Dalet Amud Beis, then Ksheira. So ask the Gemara the $1 million kasha. I don't understand. When it came to the sukkah being too tall and you're building a platform, what do we say? We said Dalet Amos, this new din of Daif and Akuma. Yet over here, when you're digging down and you have a space, why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not?
It can't go under.
Why not? Why not?
Because it can go up this way, but it can't go under.
Okay, I mean, what you're saying is, the world of Lachal V'Shemisin is we're allowed to make things up. So let's just say it goes up, not down. No, but we have to say a little bit more fundamental. The Gemara is going to give a more fundamental teretz. Okay. Says the Gemara, the reason why you can't say what you're saying is because when I'm in the hole, Daif and Akuma is not going down. Daif and Akuma is going to make the walls go out like this. When I'm
like that?
No, meaning no, because you're saying maybe Daif and Akuma doesn't go down. When I'm standing inside here, right? Picture yourself inside the hole. So the walls next to you, they have to hit the schach. So the walls extend outward. Daif and Akuma just means the wall bends. So maybe you want to say walls can't bend out, they could only bend in. Maybe, but it's not down versus up because we're looking from inside the whole. But let's see how the Gemara says it. The Gemara is in the words of the Gemara are very simple. The lumdus is not so simple. Says the Gemara, Ma'ishna hasam. Damir pachs mi arba amos ma'isha acha. Damir pachs mi gimel tfachim. Before we go to the Torah, does everyone have the kasha? Should I say it? Let's just say it one more time clear. When we had a sukkah 20 amos and I built a platform and I'm using doif and akuma to make the wall go and connect, there we said if it's within dalet amos. Over here, when I'm in a hole and I'm trying to make the wall connect outward, we said gimel tfachim, which is lovid. Why don't we use doif and akuma?
The question is more, I think.
Yeah.
It's mashma that if it was over 3, meaning over 3 tefachim, it's mamish pasul.
Good.
Why don't we say
correct? Why don't we say doif and akuma? 100%. Says the Gemara, Hasam, over there in the first case, Te'isi l'daifen. There is a wall. Pachais me'arba amois sagyo. There is a wall. The wall just happens to be too tall. But is there a shame wall? The answer is yes. Now you're going to ask me what gives it the name of the wall. We'll say in a moment. Look at the contrast.
Wait, sagyo means?
It's sufficient. It's enough. Pachas me'arba amois sagyo, it suffices. Again, because you have a wall. We'll see the contrast and we'll explain better. Hacha, in our case of the whole, dilishavye l'doifen. You're creating a wall. Therefore, pachas megimel tfachim in less than 3 tfachim, it works. We have lavud. Eloi loy. Let's explain what this means. What is the minimum size of a wall of a sukkah? 10 tfachim, like the minimum size of a sukkah. Once I have a 10 tefach wall, now my wall goes 100 feet high. It's no good, because a sukkah has to be under 20 amos. But do I have a wall? I have a wall. Happens to be, the wall is just too big. But do you have a wall? Yes. If I have a wall, just the schach is too tall, now we have a lach l'moshe Messina that says, take my wall and connect it. Whereas in the case of the hole, do I have a wall? The answer is no. Why not? Because it's less than 10 tefachim. If it's less than 10 tefachim, what do I need to do now? I need to create a wall. To create a wall, you can't do with doifen akuma. To create a wall, you need a more powerful, to use such a word, and therefore you use lavud. It's a fine nuance. Let's just say it one more time.
We're saying this part is less than
let's just show
this,
everyone the picture
which is
together.
the wall. This is less than 10 tefachim. So the wall.
No. The sides.
Which side?
Here's my sukkah. Very short sukkah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This wall.
Yeah, let's.
The wall of the sukkah, the actual wall, not of the hole inside.
Correct.
The wall of the sukkah is less than a solid tefachim.
Correct.
So that is not a wall.
Basically, it can't connect two walls.
It can't connect. Yeah, you can't.
It can't create.
You can't create a wall.
Here. Rabbi said, let's one more time make us a sukkah. Let's make a sukkah. Here we go. Here's my short walls. So when I'm inside here, under here, very, very small area underneath here, it's less than 10 tefachim. What do? I go. Look at this. This is you know I was going for that one. I go and I dig a hole. Gewaldig. But when I'm in this hole, I'm sitting in here inside this hole, yeah? There are no walls. The mechanics, what I need to do is I need to cut this piece out in the world of halacha. And then I'll have a wall. But to do that, I'm creating a wall. Creating a wall you can't do with doif and akuma. Whereas in the other case, when I have very tall walls, that was not on purpose. When I have very tall walls, and I have my platform, and this wall here is very tall, but it's a wall. So now all I need to do is I need to just connect. I need to bend the wall over. You have a wall? Yeah, no, what do you want to say?
It's very interesting.
Want to say?
The psul of a sukkah gavoya ma'asrim of a wall me'al esrimam
good
is not the same as a psul
Yes, that's what we see. Very good.
You're saying that psul still makes
makes
it a wall.
Very good. What we're saying is so let's explain what we just said. It's because it's not a psul. It's not that a sukkah is puzzle. When it's more than 20 amos, it's true. It's puzzle. That's the din. However, why is it puzzle? I have walls. I have everything. Your schach is just too tall. When I have a very short sukkah, it's not possible like, oh, your schach is too short. It is, but you don't have walls. It's more fundamental of an issue.
Meaning the wall is the wall, just the schach is the
Exactly. Good. Yeah?
If you did,
Is that
Yeah.
talk of the soul? The real reason why office from 10 feet to 10 amas is because there's no walls.
It's because there's no sukkah. Meaning, there's no sukkah, which means there's no walls. Meaning,
That's
you have schach, and you theoretically have something that looks like a wall. The problem is it's too short. So if it's too short, it's not a wall. Now you have to build the wall.
Nothing to do with the fact that it's not right for a sukkah. It has nothing to do with that.
No, you're very good. It is true, and that we saw from yesterday when we said when you have the short sukkah and we had the branches hanging down, and we said it's a dira surucha, you can't live there. The totality of the sukkah is that it's possible because you can't live there. But if I were to now go and zoom in and say you can't live there, but do you even have something to start living? The answer is no. You have to build a sukkah now. So it's true, the end result, Rabbi Cooper has pointed out a very important point. The psul of being less than 10 tefachim is not just you don't have walls, it's more fundamental, it's true. It's that you can't live in such a small area. But now if you want to kasher it, what do you need to do? You have to make it livable. How do you make it livable? The first step is make a wall. Once you have a wall, then it would be more than 10 tefachim. Yes, what's your question?
if someone digs
Yeah.
a square bar,
Good.
is that considered a wall?
Very, very good question. Well, why yeah, why no? Meaning, where's the schach?
If you put the sock on top.
So good. If you were to put the schach right on top, yeah, it's walls, as long as it's 10 tefachim, which is right here. Taisus actually basically talks about your case. If you look right here, you see a nice pit.
Let me
And that
spin
work.
that around.
Yeah.
You said you have 10
Good.
10 amas in the wall. Can
Good.
you then do daifin akum and continue using it?
Very good. 100%. 100%. Everybody was just said. If you were to dig the bar 10 tefachim down, if you were to dig this chakak, this area,
That would
10
be fine,
tefachim
right?
down, then it would work. How much? If it's within 4 amos of the wall, then it wouldn't be gimel tefachim. Very good. The only reason why here it's gimel tefachim is because you don't have a wall. But you're pointing out if I were to dig down and create walls, 10 tefachim, then 100%. Then I would be able to extend it. Let's extend it. Let's go one more case because the next case just really opens up our minds a little bit. And then we're gonna pause and start to chazar. Okay, we're on Dalam at base. We're 6 lines down. We just explained the fundamental difference between digging a hole versus building a platform, which more fundamentally is when something is less than 10 tefachim, you have to create a wall. Whereas when something is higher than 20 amos, you just have to bend the wall. Says the Gemara, Haisa Gavaya Me'asim Amma Ubana Ba Amud, and you built literally a pillar or a platform, which is how tall. This is actually the reverse of what you both just said, but it's the same detail. Shukavaya asara tfachim. So you build a little platform in the center of this sukkah, which is 10 tfachim tall. V'yesh boy hechsher sukkah. And it has hechsher sukkah. So you build a platform in the middle of your sukkah, which is 7 by 7 and 10 tfachim tall. Why do I care that it's 10 tfachim tall? Because theoretically, it's a wall. Now, it's not a wall because it's a platform. Again, let's get the case very clear. Here's, we're going to run out of time. Okay, we're going to have to chazar over Shabbos Chavra, okay? This is just too much fun. I couldn't stop before this case. Here is, that's a shtickle tall. Okay, you'll have to forgive the picture a little bit. Basically, it's bigger than 20. This time, I didn't just build something on this side over here. Smack in middle, a cup. And it's round. Shtickle shell, if you can see it in a round item. Okay, you built it. It's a real thing. You built it in the middle of you visualize, yeah? I'll open up the wall. But there's a wall here, okay? Everyone got that? There's a wall here? You got it. Okay. Now I take a platform and I build it in the middle. This platform is 10 tefachim tall, 7 by 7. So theoretically, it has the size of a sukkah inside it.
There's no schach.
But you're not inside it because you're on top of it.
Yeah.
Says the Gemara, look at this one. Savar Abaya Lememar, another Allah Lamesh Misinai. Good asik mechitzasa. What's good asik? Good asik means when you have a wall, it goes upward. Says Abaye, you know what happens over here? The walls, which are the sides of the pillar, shoot upward to the schach. So when I stand on this pillar, I have 4 walls. Now they're all imaginary. I don't see any of them. But I have 4 good asik walls. When I'm right on here and I look around, I see 4 walls. Because the edge of this pillar, because it had a shame wall, very similar to what you were both saying. You were saying that if you dig down, then you could utilize the wall.
Now,
Says,
obviously.
what's I was saying before you question? I don't want to get people confused. Hold that for 10 seconds. Good asik mechitzasa. Rava argues, and Rava says no. Be'inan mechitzas anikaros. You need to be able to see the wall veleka. Yeah, what are you saying?
But obviously the difference between here and the schach is under 20.
Under 20. Very good. That is exactly the point. This is above 20. The walls are above 20. This pillar now makes it, if I'm a little menchi on top of the pillar, I'm now within 20, but I have no walls. So we're not using Doifan Akuma and bending the wall. We're not using lavud and moving the wall.
Because it's over 20 amos.
Because it's, no. David Akuma could work if the wall's over 20, we saw before.
No, only if you have 2 good ones.
Very good. Very good. You can't use it on 4
all
sides.
bad.
Very good. So what are we using? We're using a new halach Moshe
Good
Sina.
asik mechitza.
Good asik mechitza, which means that the edge goes up and there's an imaginary wall that ascends on all the sides to the schach.
Why can't you say good asik by a case where you just build a 10 tefachim high wall around, and then you have the schach like 20.
So I'll tell you a sukkah. I'll tell you a sukkah I saw today. I don't know why I didn't take a picture. I'm gonna tell it's a friend of mine.
No, because you need it to be also 10 tefachim high.
No,
you're saying it is. It is. So I'll tell you.
But then the
A
schach is way up.
sukkah I saw today. I was on someone's porch today. I walk outside. I'll try to just.
A railing.
No. This guy did it. Godless. I walk outside, and I see he has like these draperies draped down. Now, before I even ask him, like they're not like attached. He says, "No, those aren't my walls. Those are just for decoration." I said, "Where are your walls?" He says, "Behind it, he has a fence, like a 6 foot like wooden fence. Beautiful." I said, "Wait, where's the schach? Schach on top." So what did he do? He mamish did good asik. He had a 6 foot fence. Then he built a frame. This schach was 8 feet high, above the 6 foot fence. So now Good Asik says that the fence connects, which by the way, we had this. If you remember,
Even over 3 tefachim, even over Hilni?
Hilni Amalka. We said maybe the walls were Eino Magias L'Schach, and we said that's Givaldik, because the derech of a queen is you want an airy sukkah. So that's mamish this case, that defana is Eino Magias L'Schach. If the defana is Eino Magias L'Schach, why would it be kosher? It's kosher with Good Asik. Yes, and Good Asik works even more than 3 tefachim. It's a different mechanics. Let's look at that Rashi. Everyone together, let's look at Rashi. Rashi, Good Asik b'chitzatz. It's about 13 lines down, and we must do chazar. B'chitza shel amud shebechutz saviv. The walls of the pillar around. Higbiyam, you lift them up. Asara svivois roishai v'ariyesh behen goiva yud v'chashuva sukkah al roishai, and the sukkah is considered on top of it. V'doif nehamud daf neiseo al Good Asik, and that the walls are the imaginary walls, and that works even more than 3 tefachim. Givaldik. Chavra, over Shabbos, mamish homework, very important. Everyone has the chazer from, where do we start this week? We started on Gimel Amud Beis. Gimel Amud Beis, the 2 dots. So it's mamish, it's a full Amud. We have to chazer at least 2 times over Shabbos, because these cases build, and the only way you get the halachah Moshe Sinai is in the Good Asik, in the love, and the Teifan Akuma, is you have all the cases klar, b'siyata, d'ishmaya.